Back in 2009, a single video titled "I Feel Fantastic" was uploaded to YouTube by a channel called Creepy Blog. Interestingly, it was the only video ever posted on the account. The video itself shows a humanoid android standing inside a room while repeatedly singing the phrases, "I feel fantastic," "You feel fantastic," "Hey, hey, hey." As the footage continues, the android appears in different positions throughout the room and is occasionally shown wearing different outfits, making the already bizarre video feel even more disturbing. At one point in the video, the android suddenly begins singing much stranger and more disturbing lines, including phrases that sound like, The description attached to the video was just as strange as the footage itself. It referenced the ancient Greek myth of Pygmalion, a sculptor who believed no real woman was good enough for him, so he created his own perfect woman out of ivory. According to the myth, the goddess Aphrodite later brought the statue to life. The only apparent connection between the myth and the video was the suggestion that the android might have been its creator's personal idea of perfection or beauty. Then, around the 2-minute mark, the video suddenly cuts away from the robot and shows a random pile of leaves and branches sitting in what appears to be a backyard, with no explanation or context given at all. After watching I Feel Fantastic, most viewers ended up feeling anything but fantastic. The unsettling atmosphere of the video quickly led to countless conspiracy theories, spreading across online forums and horror communities. One of the most popular theories claimed that the creator of the video was secretly a serial killer, and that the different outfits worn by the android throughout the footage had once belonged to his victims. According to the theory, the robot itself was supposedly built as some kind of tribute to the people he had murdered, while the random backyard shown in the video was believed to be the location where the bodies were buried. The strange lyrics and overall disturbing tone of the video only fueled these rumors even more. Fortunately, none of those theories were actually true. Information about the android and its creator was eventually discovered online. The robot shown in the video is called Tara the Android, and research later revealed that it had been created by a college professor from Connecticut named John Bergeron. According to information published on geocities.ws, John Bergeron built Tara as part of an attempt to enter the animatronics and android industry. He reportedly even planned live performances featuring the robot in order to attract attention and gain recognition for his work. Tara the Android also appeared on a strange-looking technology website called androidworld.it, where the robot performed several other songs and videos that many viewers considered even creepier than I Feel Fantastic. Despite the unsettling nature of the footage, everything points to the project simply being an experimental engineering creation rather than anything criminal or sinister. Blank Room Soup.avi is a bizarre and disturbing video that has existed on YouTube since 2005. Over the years, it gained massive attention online and was covered by many of the platform's biggest horror and mystery channels because people believed it might have been a leaked video from the deep web. This is what the disturbing footage looked like. The video itself shows a man wearing a white tank top, sitting alone in a room with plain white walls while eating soup with a large wooden spoon. A few seconds into the footage, two people wearing strange doll-like costumes slowly walk into the room. Their faces have large black eyes that look empty and lifeless. The two characters approach the man and appear to comfort him while he continues eating. But the man does not seem comforted at all. Instead, he appears to be crying uncontrollably while continuing to eat the soup, making the entire scene feel deeply unsettling. Almost immediately after blankroomsoup.av, I was uploaded online. Disturbing theories about its meaning began spreading across the internet. At the time, websites like 4chan and Reddit were still relatively new, and they quickly became major hubs for speculation surrounding the video. One of the most popular theories claimed that the man and his family had been kidnapped by the people wearing the costumes. According to the rumor, his wife and children were murdered, and he was then forced to eat soup supposedly made from their remains, while being threatened with torture if he refused. Another theory suggested that the man himself had been abducted and was crying out of fear while his captors mocked him by pretending to comfort him during the recording. As time passed, more videos featuring the same costume characters began appearing online, and some of them were just as disturbing as the original. One video appeared to continue the story from Blank Room Soup, while another seemed to show the masked characters kidnapping someone on camera. While researching the origins of the video, the name Raymond Percy repeatedly appeared in connection to the strange costumes shown in the footage. From what could be found online, Raymond Percy is an animation artist and director who has worked on major projects such as The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph. He also had an account on the video sharing platform Dailymotion, where several videos featuring the same characters from Blank Room Soup could be seen, although in much more harmless and comedic situations. Using the Wayback Machine, it was later discovered that the disturbing video itself had once been uploaded to Raymond Percy's account under a different title, Freaky Soup Guy, along with a strange caption attached to the upload, a clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do, we promise. Most of these videos have since disappeared from the internet, including the original upload titled Freaky Soup Guy. The strange caption attached to that upload led many people to believe that Raymond Percy might not have created the disturbing video himself. Then, in 2016, YouTuber Rainbot contacted Raymond Percy directly in an attempt to uncover the truth behind the mystery. Percy explained that he personally created the costumes seen in the videos. The characters were known as Ray Ray, and he used them during live performances in different parts of the world. According to Percy, after one performance at a club on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the costumes were stolen while he and his crew were cleaning up the stage area. A few weeks later, Percy claimed he received an email containing the disturbing Blank Room Soup video as an attachment. He said he uploaded the footage to YouTube and Dailymotion simply to share it with his team and show them what had happened to the costumes. According to Raymond Percy, the creepiest detail about the footage was the way the characters moved. He explained that the people wearing the costumes behaved in the exact same slow and unnatural manner that his performers had been trained to use during live shows. This led him to believe that whoever stole the costumes had likely watched his performances many times before, and may have even been fans themselves. That explanation only made the mystery more unsettling and triggered another wave of online theories and speculation. Later on, internet users discovered that the person shown being kidnapped in one of the follow-up videos was actually Gil Sharon, the drummer of an experimental horror-themed rock band called Stolen Babies. Raymond Percy's sister, Dominique Lenore Percy, was the lead singer of the band, and Percy himself had previously worked on animations for some of their projects while also featuring the Ray Ray characters in related videos. In one of the band's photo shoots, the drummer could even be seen wearing the exact same costume that appeared in the kidnapping video. Because of these discoveries, many viewers started believing that Percy may have been involved in creating at least some of the disturbing videos himself. Some people even theorized that the crying man from the original Blank Room Soup clip was actually Raymond Percy, with his eyes partially hidden, so viewers would not recognize him. Even if that theory is false, one major detail weakens the idea that the original footage was a real deep web leak. At least 3 sequel videos connected to Blank Room Soup later appeared publicly online. Considering how rare it already is for an alleged deep web video to spread across mainstream platforms, many people found it highly unlikely that multiple connected videos could remain online for so long without immediately disappearing. As more evidence surfaced, a growing number of internet users accused Percy of lying about the costumes being stolen. Critics argued that if someone had truly stolen the costumes and used them in disturbing videos, the logical response would have been to contact police rather than upload the footage online. Others suggested the entire mystery may have been some kind of viral marketing campaign connected to stolen babies, although no proof of that has ever been found. Dining Room or There Is Nothing is considered by many viewers to be one of the most disturbing video, It was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. The footage shows a pale-faced woman sitting silently at the end of a dining room table inside a dark house, while flames can be seen burning outside the window in the background. After a few seconds, the woman slowly opens her eyes and says the words, "There is nothing," but the audio is played backward, making it sound unnatural and disturbing. She then suddenly lowers her face into a bowl of food sitting on the table, as the camera slowly pulls back to reveal more of the dark room around her. The footage then begins playing in reverse. As the woman lifts her head back up from the bowl, she repeats the phrase, "There is nothing," again, this time with the words playing normally. The video ends with the disturbing image of the woman quietly closing her eyes once more.
There is nothing.
About a year after the original upload, the creator released a higher definition version of Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Since then, the unsettling video has accumulated nearly 10 million views and has become one of the internet horror community's most well-known classics. The disturbing atmosphere of the video quickly sparked endless discussions across online forums and social media, with some users even claiming that anyone who watched Dining Room or There Is Nothing would somehow become cursed. To this day, viewers continue to be unsettled by the woman's intense stare and the cryptic phrase repeated throughout the video. Even though the internet contains countless videos that are arguably more graphic or disturbing, many people still say that something about this particular clip feels uniquely uncomfortable and hard to explain. After realizing how much attention the video was receiving online, the uploader eventually created a website where he discussed the meaning behind Dining Room or There Is Nothing, explaining that this piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states and to state the paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox. Despite the disturbing atmosphere of the video and the fact that it has unsettled millions of viewers around the world, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is ultimately just an experimental short film created by David Earl, a communications professional with an interest in surreal and artistic filmmaking. The woman featured in the video is Leah Porseger, a Danish artist known for taking part in projects connected to mysticism and esoteric themes, similar to this one. Even though the video was simply an art project, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has remained one of the most iconic and unsettling videos in the online horror community ever since it was first uploaded more than 17 years ago. Mirana Mordegard Glesgorv first appeared online in 2008 when a 22-second video with that exact title was uploaded to YouTube by a small channel called eerie. After the original upload was removed by YouTube for unknown reasons, the video was re-uploaded later that same April. The clip itself was extremely simple, but deeply unsettling. It showed a mustached man standing in front of a dark red cloudy background while staring directly into the camera without moving. Throughout the entire video, a strange high-pitched drilling sound played in the background, making the footage feel even more disturbing. Mirana Mordegard Glesgorv became even more disturbing near the very end of the video. Just before it cuts off, the camera suddenly zooms in on the man's face, and for about 2 seconds, he can be seen smiling unnaturally while raising his eyebrows. In the weeks after the original upload, several duplicate versions of the video began appearing across YouTube. One of the most well-known uploads was an extended 2-minute version posted by a small channel that mainly shared random disturbing content online. What made this upload especially creepy was the message written in its description. According to the post, the original deleted version of the video had also been 2 minutes long and was supposedly removed by YouTube after 153 viewers allegedly took their own lives, removed their eyes, and mailed them to YouTube's headquarters in San Bruno. The story also claimed that the victims carved mysterious messages into their forearms before dying, though none of the writings were ever supposedly understood or translated. According to the legend, only one YouTube employee actually watched the full video after it was reported. The myth says the employee suddenly began screaming around 45 seconds into the footage. The other workers in the room allegedly refused to look at the screen, but claimed they could hear a loud, high-pitched drilling noise before the monitor was finally shut off. The creepy story went on to claim that the employee who watched the video was left permanently traumatized and supposedly remained under heavy sedation afterward, unable to remember what he had seen. The creepypasta also stated that police were never able to trace the original uploader because the IP address connected to the upload supposedly did not exist. Meanwhile, the identity of the man shown in the video was said to remain completely unknown. After the extended version and its disturbing description spread online, the story quickly gained attention on internet forums such as 4chan and various mystery discussion sites. Soon, chain emails, blog posts, and articles discussing Mirana Mordegard Glesgorf began appearing in multiple languages across the internet. Thousands of users debated whether the video was real on old Q&A, websites like Yahoo, Answers, and Wiki Answers, helping the story grow into one of the internet's most famous creepypastas. Eventually, it was archived on creepypasta.com in 2008. The story later spread to the Russian side of the internet, where new versions of the legend added even more bizarre details. One popular conspiracy theory even claimed that the video had secretly been created by the United States Secret Service. However, only 2 days after the original upload appeared, a now deleted debunking video was uploaded to YouTube claiming the entire story was fake. According to that video, the man shown in the footage had actually been identified as Byron Cortez, a Guatemalan marketing coordinator working for an advertising agency in Los Angeles who reportedly lived in the United States Virgin Islands. The debunking also claimed that the original image came from a 2004 online survey involving marketing professionals, and that someone from eBaum's World had edited the picture to create the disturbing video. With all the evidence that later surfaced, the horrifying story connected to Mirana Mordegard Glesgorf is almost certainly nothing more than an internet myth. If hundreds of people had truly mailed their own eyeballs to YouTube's office, law enforcement agencies would obviously have become involved, yet no such case was ever reported. And since the man shown in the image was eventually identified as an ordinary person with a normal life, job, and family, the video was most likely just a random disturbing edit that slowly evolved into one of the internet's most famous creepypastas.